So this is a
Oh, wow.
common scenery in our village. Used to be the farmer, they bring the duck to the rice field, feeding them. They have a very nice cart full of duck, like a bus full. Drop them somewhere, release them.
Well, this is a spectacular location for lunch.
Sudah sekali spesial, satu ayam kampung kembang, satu puyuh hai.
I like the ladies and the gents.
Yeah.
Belum disebut namanya.
All day.
That is the statue of the very important man, the one that actually introduced Bali to the international. He is one of the royal family. His name is Sokodra Gede Agung Sukawati. We together with some foreign vendors, butter spices, Rudolf Bonnet, we develop this area until success like this. Yeah. So this is the behind the statue of the man. Is the market itself. Yeah. Let's follow.
Hello.
Okay. Market.
The left. Feel free to make a photograph, videograph. Puri Saren, the local word for the palace. So this is the palace of the Ubud. The Ubud is a small kingdom before, but even though it's a small kingdom, it's very prosperous. The people living in a happily ever after. It's a Ubud kingdom under the how to say control of the Sukawati kingdom that not far from here. Yeah. So this is the main how to say entrance of the Ubud Palace. Yeah. But when you talk about Palace, because you have been visiting the Yogyakarta Palace in Yogyakarta, it's slightly different than the Japanese Palace in terms of the size here, and then the architecture is really very different, and then the layout, the functions, everything is very different. Yeah, but even though it's different, but it's somehow some of the elements influenced by the Japanese influence, because at the time a lot of the Hindu Java people, they moved to Bali after in Java in 15th century. The number of the Japanese kingdom, they collapsed, and then they moved to Bali. And then that's the era of the in Java becoming more Muslim Islamic era. Yeah. So this palace actually was built in around early of the 19th century. Yeah. In the beginning was a small area, small palace, but since this area has a lot of like potential stuff, then the royal family from the Sukawati kingdom, they start developing this area. Slowly they build this area, and typical of the Balinese traditional architecture, they have the palace divided into 9 parts. But from the 9 parts layout, we call it the Mandala Nawasanga, is divided into 9 parts. We can only visit 2 of them. Yeah. So from all of this is not everything. This is just one part. The other we will visit is the second part. But the number of people still not possible to visit. So that's for private, because the royal family of the Ubud Palace are still living here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unlike in Jakarta, the king, they have the sultan, they have the power in a politics as the governor. Meanwhile, in here, it's only by the social. It's not like in the politics, because Bali is its own province, led by the governor. Governor is how to say elections. So the people, they ask the king, royal family, the social, they have stages, but they not the same like in other places. Yeah. So the name of this area is actually Ancak Saji, the front of the places, the front area. Imagine when the king at that time, the king of the Ubud, they live in here with the royal family, and then the people who live around here. So the building in the corner, we call it the Balai Tege. The stair will lead the way for the people who's on the platform over there, and to watch the people in the zone. The indicator that the people living in a good economy is that the market is full of people. If the market is less people, then I think something wrong. We sitting over there without the chairs, just crossing the like our culture is sitting on the leg, sitting on the mattress, crossing the leg. Yeah, but when the Western people come here, we learn to use it, and then we eat it. So from that, this gate has a very beautiful carving, as you can see. We call it the Gapuro Candi Punta. It has, if you notice, the giant fish we saw in Jakarta, both in the temple and the palace. We also can see it on the top, but it's a full jaw, indicating that was built after the 10th century. But in Bali, they have a different name for that. They call it Bomak instead of Kala. And then the guardians, the Dwarapala, also have different style. In Yogyakarta, it's more like simple. In here, everything is full carving. Full carving. Yeah. And then the material is mostly bricks. They only use the stone for the decorations. And also some of the elements you see, the statue or the tree is covered by some textile. It means like to shows that how to say, showing the respect, and also represent about the protections. Yeah. If the color of the textile is black and white, like a chest made, it says it's represent about the existence of the good and bad in the world. Yeah. It's always like over there, you see.
Yeah.
Four-line textile. It means that in the world there's always good and bad. You
Yeah.
cannot see that good is dominant, bad is dominant. No, it's general is they are fighting. Yeah.
So what does it mean when it's yellow and red.
Yellow actually is the color of the Hinduism. It's the means
Yeah.
of the greatness and then the purity. Yeah. And then the red that actually is part of the pattern of the Ubud, the middle part of the Bali Island patterns.
Yeah.
Because every how to say, kingdom in Bali they have different style of the batik.
Yeah.
And then this part, I can put it there. Let me share it here. So this area, this building is a place where the how to say the guests of the palace they wait for the king. Yeah, when the people, the guests, they want to meet the king of the Ubud, they cannot just I want to meet the king. They have to wait here, and then the royal family or the royal guardians will ask the permission for the royal family. It's possible to meet the king. Then usually the king will go here, and we call it the Balai Gedong Kaca. It has an indoor inside, so they can get ready
Yeah.
before to meet the people. Get dressed, and then they will sit somewhere. Meanwhile, we have also a similar, almost similar. This is a Gedong Balai Gedong Kelas. That's a function is for meeting for the chief of the village, because as a small kingdom, Ubud, yes, so when they have a discussion, they have a discussion. So it's similar, but it's way bigger than this. This is the ballet. Where we put all the music instruments for the performance, that usually performance.
Yeah. So no locals ever went inside the palace. It was just out here.
No, they can make a photograph, how to say, in some area like this,
Yeah.
but there's no possibility to go inside,
No,
only for the royal family.
Yeah.
But with some after access, if you like to see the inside, the architecture, some YouTuber, foreigners, they make permission to go inside.
Yeah.
That's the main gate that's separate the outer to the inner.
Is that
Yeah.
brass?
What?
It's wood, I think.
Or is it just painted wood?
It's like our hotel
Which
doors.
Is yeah, the main door?
Oh, the door is actually wood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wood.
but is it covered in brass or just painted?
Painted with a golden color.
Right.
Yeah, Prada.
That's like our hotel room door, that one. It is.
Yeah.
Actually, the how to say, this kind of a gate has a really deep meanings. Yeah, it's about the spiritual life. Represent about, the gate is huge, big, tall, but why it has a small door? Yeah. I think for some people it will be hard to get there. Sometimes it's because it represent about that to go to the perfection, to go to the better human. We must work. We have to do a lot of good things that make sure that we deserve enough to go in a better world. So the layout of the Balinese temple is different than the temple in Java, in Yogyakarta, for example. So the holiest area is located in the back instead of in the middle in Prambanan. Why in the back? Because it's following the ancient layout or the journey of the soul when we die. So way before the Hinduism and Buddhism, Islam, Christian come to our land, Indonesia was consisted of about 13 ancient beliefs. One of them is ancient beliefs in Java, we call it Kejawen, or in Bali itself. In our ancient beliefs, when somebody died, the soul will go back to the mountains. What we're gonna do in the mountain? The soul. The mountain, we believe, is the place where the ancestral spirit lives. The grandfather of the grandfather living there, waiting for us. So that's why the ancient beliefs teach us that the life is not the journey; it's the end of the journey. There will be a place where you're gonna live with your family forever. But surely to get there in the world, you have to do some tests. If you're not good enough, later on the journey of the death, the soul will go to the after death will go to the huge fields, very dry, the trees without the leaves. This is a desert. To go to the next, you have to leave that area. You have to go to the next place. Yeah, we call the first place we call it Jopo. Jopo is this area. Jopo. Yeah. And then to go to the second place, Jopo Tengah, you have to cross the moving bridge. If you do a lot of sins, you fall down from the bridge and you will be reborn. That's why you have to. If you successfully pass the bridge, go to the second place, Jopo Tengah, yeah, and then you will do another test to go to the Jero, which is the main area. That's the place where you're gonna meet the ancestral spirit. Yeah. And that's reflected in the layout of the Balinese temple. Jopo or outside, in Balinese they call it Mandala Nista. In the middle we have the Mandala Madhya, the middle, and then the inside, which is mostly only the worshipper. Yeah, the tourists can only go to the outside in the middle. Yeah, it's the area of the gods.
Do they still teach that story in school?
In a community, in the schools depend on the religions. Because even though in Bali Island, the school is divided into several. Majority are Hindu, but we also have some Buddhists.
Yeah.
We also have some Christian.
Yeah.
Maybe some Muslim as well, but mostly Hindus. Yeah. All right, before we this evening, we can see the performance from here. They call it Wantilan, the area where they will show the performance, Balinese performance. Yeah, can be barong, can be lego, can be fire dance, Ramayana. We have done in Jakarta.
So will you be sitting here?
Later on, everybody will either sitting on the place like this, or they'll prepare some chairs and also mattress.
Right, okay.
If you are not really comfortable sitting for about 1 hour on a mattress, then you can suggest you how to say chairs. But the thing is, you have to get to be here as early as possible before other people's.
You don't get the best seats.
Yeah. That's why later on we meet at 6.
Yeah.
For the performance. Well, the performance actually 7:30 honestly, but 6:30 people are. Well, the performance, if you would like to get something, we give you how to say welcome drink.
Yeah.
We have something for you if you want to choose with water or soda or something. We'll provide you. And later on, the dancer will come from the sides and dancing in this area.
Yeah.
So, even though the Bali Island
Hello.
Lots and lots of instruments everywhere, aren't there?
Yeah. The thing is that usually each of the king, they have their collections of the gamelan set.
Yeah.
So imagine from the number of the instrument we can see how many kings that has been ruling the area.
Yeah.
This is the second area. First, 2, and this is the this is private.
Is it like globe or what is it?
No, this is actually the back of the lion.
Oh, bottom.
Yeah, but this is the tails. Yeah.
So who looks after all the scarves?
The owner, the worker of the royal family.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have
So do
workers.
they have power here?
the power party is a social power.
Yeah.
Just in a political power, they
Lost,
they
yeah,
lost.
yeah. A bit like our
Yeah.
monarchy. Yeah.
But the royal family that helps the Bali culture for preserving.
Yeah.
They collect the because some of the some from China, very ancient. This is the beautiful flower, but it is invasive.
Invasive,
So from
yeah.
here, lantana. It's invasive. And in the West Bali, in Bali Island, we have one national park located in the west part of Bali. They call it Bali Barat or the West Bali National Park. The West Bali National Park covers about
Oh, yeah.
1,000 hectares. The main area is about 15,000 hectares, and that area actually is the home of the endemic bird
Beautiful.
from Bali
Like a
Island.
golden
It's the
butterfly.
starling, the Bali starling, white color.
To you. I'll tell you what I haven't seen is taxis.
Kan ibigyan ya. Sarong kan.
But you want to buy a lot of things here.
Fridge magnets.